Thanks very much, Kevin. Well, it was a beautiful day for that unveiling, as you can tell by our harbor cam. Lots of people having fun in the sun on the water. The great news is we've got even more beautiful conditions on the way in the next few days. 28 degrees just now outside the Toronto airport. Bit of cloud cover, but we are seeing a lot of sunny breaks. We're starting to see the winds blow from the north. This is great news. It's going to, in the next couple of hours, bring that humidity all the way down to temperatures, to humidex values that are right on the par with what the thermometer is measuring. So 28 feeling like 32 right now in Toronto, warmer around St. Catharines. Again, this will start to cool down all the way through the afternoon and evening, your overnight and into tomorrow. Now, there was that overnight rain and thunder. If you heard it, if you were awoken by it, it is long gone by now. And we were starting to see the last bit of active weather push out of eastern Ontario into parts of New York State earlier in the afternoon. There is still a lingering chance to see some showers around the east into later this evening. Dry conditions expected for the GTHA. Monday is a day that will be worth your while. High pressure taking over. We're looking at a lot of dry conditions, sunny skies, and the best part is that beautiful stretch of conditions starting tomorrow that will feel like the epitome of what summer should feel like. 23 degrees for that high in Toronto. Winds from the north will mean spend as much time as you can outside. Don't forget to roll down the windows to and from work in the next few days. Kevin?
Thank you, Noor. Time now for a check-in on the weather. We got weather specialist Noor. Now, it's been a little bit nicer temperatures than those really hot, sort of oppressively hot temperatures we had. Can that streak keep going?
Yeah, there's certainly good news in that department, Kevin. We're going to see some incredible temperatures continue in the next few days. Nice to see that humidity down low for much of the last few days, although some days were a bit more humid than others.
Okay.
Better days are ahead, but I think the main takeaway is enjoy them while you can, because we've got some hotter days and some more stormy weather on the way. Well, make sure you relish in those incredible temperatures and conditions come tomorrow. Bright, beautiful blue skies. The temps, 23 degrees for that high. Winds from the north, a cool breeze blowing past you as the day continues. It will be just beautiful to spend whatever time you can outside, not just tomorrow, into your Tuesday and potentially into parts of your Wednesday as well. This is a stretch that many have been welcoming the past little while. The summer-like temperatures, the low humidity, and we did see some thunderstorm and rain activity crash through the weekend, potentially wrecking some plans, especially for Quebec. The timing of that didn't really match up with some evening plans on Saturday. We're seeing cool downs through that province because of that rain. Starting to see a lot of heavy rain, the threat of hail and more severe thunderstorms in Atlantic Canada, hence cooler conditions over there. Severe weather also expected for parts of the prairies. So many from coast to coast have been experiencing those thunderstorms, and I know over here perhaps rain and thunder isn't what you want to see during the summertime, but it is actually what the province needs, considering it has been quite dry in southern Ontario, but also in northwestern Ontario. The fire danger there at extreme to very high levels. The rain in the next 4 or 5 days or so, and that'll start to push in around Wednesday for northern Ontario, probably Friday for southern Ontario. That will bring that fire danger down to low levels, especially for southern Ontario. Now, for the northwest, we're still going to need a whole lot more than that in order to quench some of that dry ground, and of course not enough to dispel the risk of wildfires that are already burning in northwestern Ontario. So any relief is welcome, although in northwestern Ontario it's not going to be enough. We are looking at beautiful sunshine Monday, Tuesday into your Wednesday. Not a whole lot to report on our futurecast because there isn't a whole lot turning up, but do expect that the temperatures will start to climb along with the humidity heading into Thursday potentially, especially Thursday I should say, with those humidex values into the upper 30s. And once we start to see that push through, the risk of thunderstorms returns. You'll see potentially a stormy start to your weekend. That humidity will then stick around for a little while longer. So if there's any takeaway from this forecast, enjoy that stretch of beautiful conditions in the next few days, because it's not going to last very long. Your sweet spots Monday and Tuesday, slightly warmer on Wednesday, and then that high humidity kicks in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those temperatures near or at 30 degrees, if not a bit above. Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. We'll expect more of that cloud cover come tomorrow in Dartmouth. Also expect some more of those winds, but from a shifting direction, the northwest, so it will feel cooler with those winds today. Their direction predominantly from the south, making it feel more hot, more humid, a bit more on the muggy side. 24 degrees for that high in Halifax tomorrow. Some on and off showers, but there will be some sunny breaks in store as well. Today, the big story was all that rain, especially around southern parts of New Brunswick, and that's where it continues to be quite heavy. The thunderstorms pushing through St. John, some of the hardest hit areas, along with Moncton as well, seeing that heavy rain. Parts of Charlottetown for Nova Scotia, mostly dry through the course of the day. Some showers, mostly cloud cover along the Atlantic coast, but areas that are seeing less cloud cover, more sunshine and no rain, that's where we're seeing some of the warmest spots right now. So feeling closer to 30 in Kentville, 27, Charlottetown, 25s as you head towards the east. Here is that southerly flow from the southwest. For most, south in Yarmouth, gusts up to 33k. As your day progresses, we're going to see that rain push through Nova Scotia and lingering into your Monday, but getting quite heavy as the evening rolls around, and that will especially be the case for the east. So Cape Breton, central and eastern Nova Scotia, PEI, and southeastern New Brunswick could be involved with this system. It will roll out by Tuesday. Sunny skies expected. So depending on where you're situated, you're going to see different conditions. In Fredericton specifically, well, mostly dry, mostly cloudy, 20 degrees your high with some windy conditions from the northwest. For our friends in Charlottetown, 19 degrees, showers expected. Kevin?
Thank you, Noor. Time now for a check-in on the weather. We got weather specialist Noor. Now, it's been a little bit nicer temperatures than those really hot, sort of oppressively hot temperatures we had. Can that streak keep going?
Yeah, there's certainly good news in that department, Kevin. We're going to see some incredible temperatures continue in the next few days. Nice to see that humidity down low for much of the last few days, although some days were a bit more humid than others.
Okay.
Better days are ahead, but I think the main takeaway is enjoy them while you can, because we've got some hotter days and some more stormy weather on the way. Clearer conditions expected for your day tomorrow in Montreal gradually. There is a chance to see some of those showers around 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, but the sun will start to peek through. Those temperatures down, though, thanks to some cooler air moving in. 22 degrees for that high. You'll see some cooler spots across large parts of the country come tomorrow. There's a lot of rain into parts of the prairies, but also a cool down thanks to a cold front moving through. So that will be after they deal with some serious storms, also dealing with some severe weather earlier in the weekend over in Quebec. We're seeing those cool downs across much of the province and parts of Atlantic Canada tomorrow with the arrival of that cooler air. Now, I know it's summer and potentially you don't like to see rain during the summertime, but this rain is important. In the next few days, maybe 3 or 4 days, this rain will be enough to bring down the fire danger for much of Quebec down to low levels. This is great news, but unfortunately it's not going to last very long. And until we start to head into the last few days of July, we'll start to see that dryness push back in thanks to some warmer temperatures on the way as early as this upcoming week. So let's take a look at how that rain is going to progress tomorrow, lingering with showers around Quebec City again, Mont-Laurier, Saguenay, a bit more in the way of heavier rain as you head east. We will see those clearer skies Monday evening, heading into Tuesday morning, and still continuing into your Wednesday with that beautiful sunshine. You can already see trouble on the way. Thunderstorm activity will start to push through as that humidity starts to climb in the latter half of this upcoming week. So still quite nice come tomorrow, 22 degrees. Actually a bit of a cooler day around Thetford Mines, 17, 20 in Quebec City, 19 in Latuque. And here we are looking up to 27 on Wednesday, still dry over there. Thursday, Friday, those humidex values into 37 and around 39, and that brings a risk of thunderstorms back to the region Saturday and Sunday, near and at the 30-degree mark for those highs.
Noor.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Well, glad to see today wasn't a washout for those in Montreal. If you wanted to spend some time outdoors, there's certainly a lot of sunny breaks in store for those in Montreal. Other communities, a bit more on the wet and rainy side, or wet and, I should say, thunderstormy side earlier in the day today. Expecting for the most part a dry overnight tonight. There is a slight chance of showers in Montreal, 14 degrees for that overnight low. Winds have shifted direction from the north, at times the northwest. This is great news. That cool air is going to bring down some of that mugginess that you experienced earlier today and bring down some of that risk of thunderstorms today. 26, feeling closer to 31 in Montreal, Thetford Mines. Areas around that region feeling closer to the 27-degree range. And of course, we saw some thunderstorm activity out further east, but also Victoriaville, Sherbrooke earlier this evening experiencing those thunderstorms. What's left of this system is mostly on its way out. Some lingering showers into the overnight with the cooler air, less of a risk of thunderstorms, as I mentioned. And as your day tomorrow comes through, better chance to see some sunny breaks in between those clouds, but there is a slight chance of a drizzle. Saguenay, Quebec City, Sherbrooke, maybe into Mont-Laurier and Trois-Rivières as well. Things clear as you head into the evening. In Montreal specifically, sunnier into the early parts of the morning, cloudier as the day progresses. You'll feel the difference when it comes to the temperatures, though. Your high now, 22 degrees. Kevin?
Thank you, Noor. All right, Sky Tracker weather. We got the forecast coming up with our weather specialist, Noor. And listen, maybe some Goldilocks summer temperatures. Not too hot, not too cold.
Yes, indeed, Kevin. That seems to be the case in the next few days. After, of course, the passage of some of that wet and active weather, it's going to be great weather to eat porridge outside, if you will. Yes.
Right, perfect temperature.
Yes, we're also seeing some clearing skies in the near future. However, something to watch out for, the high humidity later this week. Drier conditions and cooler conditions expected tomorrow in Montreal. It will hopefully be worth your while, but if you are under some cloud cover at times, it may feel a bit chilly. Beautiful conditions, though, when you factor in the sunshine, especially early in the morning. It will feel like summer, but a little bit better. Cooler conditions are expected into large parts of the country, including in Alberta, where well, we're not really expecting summer-like conditions, but some into spring even, 10 or more degrees below average as early as Tuesday. Still seeing those temperatures into the upper teens by tomorrow. Cool downs in Quebec, Labrador because of that rain and thunder. Central and eastern Canada, again, relishing in these conditions for the next few days. The cooler conditions, the less humidity, until things start to climb heading into the middle of this upcoming week. And what that will do is, well, alleviate the risk of what we've already seen, which is thunderstorm activity. So you're going to get into some sunny breaks heading into the next few days. That's good news. But then with the sun shining, the temperatures will start to climb. Humidity will eventually start to push in around Thursday, and here come the risk of thunderstorms associated with it. So not tomorrow just yet. Again, looking at a chance of showers. It will be a windy time during the afternoon into the evening. There might be a slight risk of thunderstorms. Your Tuesday, picture perfect conditions, clear skies, temperatures into the mid-20s. Your Wednesday also expected to be mostly dry and clear in southern Quebec and out towards western regions. The wet and active weather starts to push in later Thursday. So it's going to be a cool one for those overnights. Thetford Mines, Mont-Tremblant, other parts of western Quebec, single-digit lows. We haven't seen that in a while. Tomorrow, well below average areas like Sherbrooke, Thetford Mines, a high of 17 degrees. Yeah, you might need a little light sweater there, especially in the morning. And watch those humidity values climb Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday into the mid to upper 30s, around 37 or 39 degrees for Thursday and Friday. Risk of thunderstorms to kick off the weekend, but for now, the rest of the weekend seems to be dry.
Next up.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Well, nice to see that unveiling happen under some beautiful conditions in Toronto, and I think it will be worth many of our viewers' whiles to know that we are headed towards some more gorgeous conditions in the next couple of days. 22 degrees just now outside the Toronto airport, some cloud cover in the sky. Your high today at 28, 29 in Hamilton, feeling closer to the 31 to 33 range with the humidity factored in. But we've seen some shifting winds now from the west-northwest. A lot more cooler air has been pushing through the entire day, and what that's done is brought down that humidity significantly as the evening progressed. In fact, you may have felt it already if you were just outside earlier today. What that will mean that in the next couple of days you'll see some spectacular summer-like conditions with reasonable temperatures, little to no humidity, and guess what? Some gorgeous sunshine as well. Now our pinpoint is starting to pick up really a bit of a drizzle around the GTHA, London, Ontario. There was some thunderstorm activity out in Cottage Country in the east earlier. A lot of that has since moved out, has long moved out, and what we're expecting heading into the overnight, clear skies. Monday, barely a cloud in the sky from start to finish in southern Ontario, and this is going to be a trend that will continue into your Tuesday as well. Now again, the best part is the pairing of the sunshine with the temperatures, with the little humidity, and with the cool breeze from the north. 24 degrees for your high tomorrow in Toronto. Don't forget to roll down those windows to and from work. Kevin.
Thank you, Noor. All right, Sky Tracker weather. We got the forecast coming up with our weather specialist, Noor. And listen, maybe some Goldilocks summer temperatures. Not too hot, not too cold.
Yes, indeed, Kevin. That seems to be the case in the next few days. After, of course, the passage of some of that wet and active weather, it's going to be great weather to eat porridge outside, if you will. Yes.
Right, perfect temperature.
Yes, we're also seeing some clearing skies in the near future. However, something to watch out for, the high humidity later this week. Don't go looking for that humidity tomorrow because you won't find it. 24 degrees, feeling like 24 degrees in Toronto. Beautiful sunny skies. It's just going to be a daydream of a day. So spend as much time as you can outside. Don't call in sick because your boss is going to know what you're up to. But we're going to see some cooling temperatures across large parts of the country in the next few days, namely in Alberta, 10 or so degrees below seasonal until Tuesday, or at Tuesday, I should say. Warmer weather in southeastern parts of Manitoba. They will be in for some cool downs in the next few days, along with that rain. The rain in Quebec and Atlantic Canada cooling them down as well. Now, something that tends to cool us down and bring relief from the heat and humidity is thunderstorms, and the prospect of that is still in the near future, as near as the next 7 days. But first, we have to get through a stretch of dry conditions, sunny skies. We're in for that Monday, Tuesday. The rain that we're going to see by the end of this week is a good thing, though. It's been exceptionally dry around southern Ontario, but especially around northwestern Ontario, where there's all those wildfires and wildfire smoke. In the next few days, when that rain pushes through, the fire danger in southern Ontario will start to dip down to low levels. Northwestern Ontario won't be getting enough and will remain at a high risk in the next few days. So any relief is welcome, and yet we still need more. For now, sunny skies, dry conditions, gorgeous temperatures, as I mentioned, Monday into your Tuesday in southwestern Ontario, southern and eastern Ontario, even in central regions. Heading into Wednesday, we start to see trouble ensue in central and northern sections of the province. So severe thunderstorm activity pushing through, still not expected to touch southern parts of the province until Thursday rolls around. And you will notice the shift when it comes to the temperatures, but especially the humidity. Out will those beautiful temperatures go, and in will we move into the sweltering heat with those humidex values into the upper 30s, near 40s, or upwards of 40 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And what does that do? Well, it makes the risk of thunderstorms return for the start of your weekend. Saturday, a chance of showers. Sunday, sweltering conditions.